Hello and welcome to episode 20 of The Spirit Engine 2. I'm bringing Stabity, the stabbiest Stabity that ever messed with a director's calculations and had to make a sign here saying, please stop messing with my calculations. And with me, as always...
And Weissmuller, ready to shield Stabity's body from the savage blows with my own.
Oh. Okay. Dormitory. Dr. Nolte. Here at the Institute, we have a large stockpile of acquired artifacts and developed technologies. Is there anything in our immediate access pile you would be interested in trading?
This is a shop full of weird and eccentric things, which happens to have the very strongest gun belt in the game, but it's a gun belt with a strong drawback, which is why...
Which is why it's strong.
Yes.
Anyway, I think we should start off by selling some of our most expensive items.
I think the...
which is the Soul Couple.
Yep.
Yeah, get rid of it.
And the
Titan's Rock Plate.
Which is very good, except for the fact it can't defend against magic for beans.
Yep. And
all right.
We kind of need him to defend against magic, because, you know, Mauritius can't do that.
Alright, let's take a look at that. Look at that gun belt.
Minus 45 piercing, minus 45 concussive, minus 10 magical, piercing bonus plus 60, concussive bonus plus 60, special, backfire. I can see why you like it. I like it also. I'm seriously tempted to get it and use it.
We may want to skip the revolving flintlock. We'll have a chance to buy a somewhat more conventional firearm soon.
Hey,
on a different build...
Base damage at 13, with no bonus. Okay.
So, you want to get the gun belt?
Yeah, I think I will. Let's go. Whip. And the next thing we can sell is, that was a 405 book. Yep. 405.
Garl's Foul Tongue. Alright, let's take a look at the amulet and the scriptures and the shield.
Alright. That's the one we sold. Vortex Channel. Recharge Chi. Useful. Ooh, my. I like that.
Was that a Takei just there?
Ooh, my.
Yeah, I think that's an upgrade.
Minus 2% magical, minus 30% ethereal, 320 chi. Slightly less chi, but defensive on everything and plus wrath. I'm taking it.
And it recharges chi.
And it recharges chi. Yep. That is a go. Sounds 246. 246. Bittersweet.
Alright, let's take a look at the scriptures.
Scriptures. Piercing, concussive, magical. Health and heal goes up. Well, what are we working with? Recharge chi, magical minus 17, chi 1.
I think the philosophy may be an upgrade at this point.
I think so too. How about here? Magical, ethereal, health. Piercing, concussive, magical. Just flat increases.
I think Forel's philosophy is probably a good one.
I agree. Let's grab that. Whip. 47.
I think it's the sword.
Yes, it is. Sword at 180.
And let's take a look at our shield here.
Field emblem. Magical minus 40. Minus 10%. Don't think we want that. Well, it's a really good magical defense. You know, to be fair, it would actually pair well with the Titan's Rock Plate, because that gives no magical, and then get the field emblem to get the magical defense.
On the other hand, I think we can skip it, probably.
I agree.
And we can...
Okay. So, he's done. Dr. Lowe. Hello there, what are you working on? It looks fascinating. Huh? Whoever you are, please try not to disturb me like that. It's critical that I maintain total concentration throughout the filtration process. I see. Sorry, are the chemicals dangerous? Oh boy, are they? Oh yes, extremely. I'm trying to distill hydroquadrichloride from common soap, and the byproducts are highly flammable. The heat must be precisely controlled. Hydroquadrichloride.
Anything that has that much chlorine is probably horrible.
Is that just HCl4? I think so.
Well, chlorine makes some volatile compounds.
It does. Oh, why would you want to do that? Why? Goodness me, do they teach you children nothing at school these days? When I was a lad, we spent 12 hours a week on basic alchemy. What do they have you do now, eh? Literature? Waste of time. That's a hobby, not a serious academic subject. Doctor, is the tub meant to be rattling like that? Economics? What a joke. More repackaged common sense. Sociology? Ah, don't get me started on... Oh god, no, look what you've done! Ah, we blew up his experiment.
Just by distracting him.
Just by distracting him. Alright, we probably shouldn't interrupt anyone else. Good thought, Furwin. Talk anymore? Nope. Uh-oh.
That looks ominous.
That looks very ominous. Professor Walsh, what are you doing? You want to grab this guy?
Now, Peter, I've started the gas injection. You'll have to shout if you feel anything strange. Nausea, lightheadedness, delirium, superhuman strength.
See, I was gonna say that looks like the superhuman chamber from Captain America. Professor Walsh, wait, I'm having second thoughts. I've changed my mind. Let me out. Professor, open the door!
What was that, Peter? You think we should be trying more? I concur.
And therefore, as I have mathematically proven, the universe is shaped like a bicycle wheel.
Wait a minute, Edward. You've got the sign wrong in your second-to-last spatial matrix inversion. I believe the result should be positive.
Goodness me, you're right. I need to recalculate this. dy dh? How y changes with respect to h? H squared over q, k4. No idea what any of those functions are.
Oh dear. Oh wait, no, you've got it.
Oh dear, now it looks rather like a Garn ornamental poodle. That isn't right. That isn't right at all. Maybe if I apply the dimensional uncertainty compensation formula before the inversion, I can get it looking a little better. Okay, well, the universe is shaped like a poodle. I almost had it again. A method of transporting energy across a distance. I could turn society upside down. Become a household name. But somehow, it keeps slipping from my mind like sand through my fingers. Why can't I remember? Oh, maybe the Ricari that was standing right next to you had something to do with it? Can't imagine why I was thinking of leaving the Institute. I must stay here until my inspiration returns. You're here. You're here at last. Taking the opportunity to have a good look around the Institute, have you? You may have fooled the director, but I see right through you. Spies, that's what you are. You've come to steal our secrets. We have, then we've wasted our time. You have none. We should have brought that blasted Garn agent up here with us. It'd be the safest place in the country to put him. Please, pay no attention to my colleague. We're not here to cause any trouble, I assure you. In fact, we're trying to stop some before it gets out of hand. For the sake of the nation, we need to make some observations with your fine telescope there. Huh. The director has instructed me to assist you, and so I shall. I'll do anything for him. Alright, just give us a few minutes with the equipment, and... Gods no. Don't touch him. He's a very delicate scientific instrument. Far too sensitive to withstand molestation by your sweaty, clumsy hands. I'm sorry, it doesn't look too difficult to operate. Yes, that is a common misconception. Working an instrument of this size requires years of experience and a delicate touch. Now
Oh my!
Now tell me, so that we can get this over with, what did you want to observe? First, the cities of Portovale here in Loreftane. Then after that, the two cities of Silareth and Pontara and Yegara. Very well. Do you intend to tell me what I should be looking for? Or is that up to me to guess? This is such a ridiculous waste of Merciful heavens, I can see it. The city looks as though it was trapped inside a giant snow globe. I've never seen such a heavily localized cold front. There are 1,000 tiny lights flickering around it. Cannon fire! Is this what you expected to see? Yes, we were there not more than a few days ago. Please, could you check the other two cities in Yegara? Everything depends on their state. Yes, I can see. I don't even need my Median Atlas to find them. There's two similar phenomena across the border. Titanic columns of red cumulonimbus, alone in a beautiful clear sky. Fascinating. I must get Nordal up here. He's crazy about I cannot talk today. Meteorological oddities. What does this mean? War. If we don't hurry, it appears Jacques may have been correct. Doctor, if you please, we need the director to verify these observations in writing and give us his sealed signature. All right. Wait here, and I shall go fetch him. Don't touch anything whilst I'm gone. In fact, don't even move. I shall know if you have. I advise like a snowhawk and a photographic memory.
Goodness me, 2 groups of visitors in one day. The odds must be scarcer than 1 in 12,000. I'm Director Jensen, and I'm happy to welcome you to the Loreftes Institute for Higher Learning.
Director, more intruders. Quickly, flee for the safety of the tea room. I'll use my carcass to trip them and aid your escape.
My dear doctor, you really must lay your paranoia to rest. These people are guests, and we should treat them as such. They must have had a hard trek up the main, and they deserve to be greeted with open arms.
Yeah, the fact that we still don't see who they are means that Director Jensen is totally dying in just a moment. Called it!
Yeah.
Hold on, I want to give this guy a good voice.
Enough talking! Gas the facility! Not that.
Enough talking! Gas the facility and retrieve them quickly. Before the Rakari returns, we cannot risk losing the collaborators in the confrontation. Time is running out. The keepers leave the Institute with 3 unconscious bodies. Days pass unnoticed as our slumbering heroes are carried over land and sea to a destination unknown. Dun dun dun! Principia Dockyards to the Timeless Traverse.
The Tameless Traverse.
Tameless Traverse, yes.
And we've heard of Teres before, in reference to some fine forging work before, as you may recall.
Yep.
So, yep.
Hey, well, let's continue to Chapter 7. Back to nature. Go ahead.
He's coming back round.
We have to be quick. The serum will be wearing off soon. There isn't time for subtlety.
Extract no useful information by force, brother. Hello? Furwin? Can you hear me?
I feel funny. What's going on? Where am I? Where's Mauritius? Where's Grace? Your companions are being held elsewhere. Well-being depends upon your cooperation. I see. My head hurts. The room won't stop spinning. Where have you put my hands? I can't find them.
You're experiencing the effects of a mild serum that will help you talk to us. Please remain calm. We need you to answer some questions. We need you to tell us about the girl.
Girl? Must mean Marie. She's my girl, and I love her more than anything in the world. We're going to get married in a big church with flowers and bells and live happily ever after. Just you wait.
Come now, you've known full well who we're looking for. We need the truth from you.
Truth? That is the truth. We love each other and we're going to be together, whatever it takes. No one can stop us, not even my parents. Last week, the little girl, black and white stockings, gray dress. You and your associates foiled our attempt to purge her in Blue Feather Forest. It's very important that you tell us where she is. Now! Oh, you mean Isabel? I don't know. I've never met her. I don't know who you're talking about. You're being really rather rude about this. Why don't you untie me and we can talk about this over lunch like nice, civilized people?
Not as convincing saying you've never met met her when you're telling her name.
We don't have time for this idiocy, brother. She'll go fetch the tool set. She'll see just how enthusiastic he is to play the fool when his every witticism loses him a finger.
Listen to me, Ferwin. I'm your friend here. I only want to help you. We can still resolve this in a peaceful manner where nobody gets hurt. But you have to talk to us.
I've nothing more to say to any of you. Go to hell.
I tried, Ferwin. What happens from here is entirely your fault. Norman, what's...
Dun dun dun!
Wee-hee. Door goes kerwhammy and the bad men all fell down. Hurry now, follow Clay.
You know what I want to say?
What?
No, you can't just interrupt our interrogation. Wee-hee, door goes kalami. Oh, bad memes. Irwin.
I'm not sure I'm familiar with what you're referencing.
No, you can't just print money. Haha, printer go burr.
Oh yeah, printer definitely go burr. Sigh.
Berwin, are you alright? Come on, you dopey idiot, say something or I'm going to slap you. Ow, just stop yelling in my ear. You do worry too much, Mauritius. That's your problem. That's where all those gray hairs come from, but that's why we make such a good team. You worry and I do stuff. Now stop looking so sour and give us a hug. He's still under effects of the truth serum. Okay, Grace, what's wrong with him? Aside from the usual. I just love Mauritius's writing. Peladoct head, I suspect. A nasty herbal concoction used to loosen a person's tongue. We'll just have to wait for the effects to wear off. Come on, let's get him up and outside into the fresh air. I'm alright. I don't know what you're both making such a fuss about. I'm quite capable of walking on my own. Just give me some space. He falls on his face.
What's this you found, Clay? Prisoners and familiar faces, no less? Good work, boy.
Parliamentarian, what are you doing here? Speaking of here, where exactly are we?
You're in the Tameless Traverse, and you're lucky that we found you when we did. The Keepers are not known for the humane treatment of their captives. Did they talk to you?
They tried, but they were very rude, so I said no. I must say, it's nice to see someone who isn't trying to kill us, or torture us, or cheat us. I was starting to worry that. Oh, my head feels like it's trying to turn itself inside out. I think I'm going to be sick. I need to sit down.
Is your friend quite alright?
Normally, yes, but he's a little under the weather at the moment. We're hoping that whatever the Keepers drugged him with wears off soon. Very soon. He's embarrassing enough at the best of times.
I see. I hope that he has remained as tight-lipped as he believes he has. These villains are relentless in pursuit of their twisted agenda, and you'll seize on any advantage you might carelessly provide them. Shara, is the building secure?
It is, my prince. Searched every last corner, and the only keepers left are dead. Those that fled during the initial breach are long gone. Wait, are you sure? There were 2 knocked down in the interrogation room. I found them, and I can assure you that they're quite dead. As a veteran of Kalenka, I'm familiar enough with corpses, Mrs. Winters, as I'm sure you are.
They're dead? Did I do something wrong? I tried not to hit them hard, but people break so easy. Oh no, I've done a bad thing again.
It wasn't your fault, Clay. Don't let it upset you. You did as well as you could, and we're all very proud of you.
Poor Clay. How ironic that an automaton should
Come
have
on, come on. You gotta read it in that frustrated voice. Look at his face.
Poor Clay. How ironic that an automaton should have so much heart. There's no sense in attempting to sympathize with these fiends. They deserve as much compassion as they extend to those victims of their ritualistic murders. We believe that the target they're hunting here in the Traverse may be their last and most important. Legislation has failed to stop them thus far, so we have tracked them out here to put a final end to their crimes against the people. Now is the time for focused action. Berefdane is descending into a panicked madness. Parliament lies in chaos, and I can accomplish even less there now than I could when the Ricari reigned over it in peacetime.
God no, the war. We've heard nothing of it since we were captured. Just how long have we been in the Keeper's custody?
It's been 6 days since I saw you outside Porto Vale. I'm sad to say that matters have deteriorated rapidly since then. Every active division of the army has been pushed west, the reserves are being called up, and a draft has begun in their wake. There have been no news from the fronts before we set sail, but I expect serious engagement must have occurred by now. The whole of central Berefdane seems awash with refugees, a draggled tide of human detritus.
Mother, father, just know that they won't be moved from home. I have to get back there, quickly.
I understand your concern, and I can provide all 3 of you with passage back to the mainland. In the current climate of fear, my ship is the only civilian vessel whose crew are brave enough to cross the Istis Straits. She isn't much to boast about. Amara has little wealth with which to service its representatives to the Grand Lefties Parliament, but she is fast and reliable, and with a favorable wind she can make Cape Vale in just over a day. However, we shan't be leaving until our mission here is complete. We may be unable to help Berefdane much as we are, but I'll be damned if I let us fail in our duty to put an end to this murderous rampage within our borders. You 3 have done us a great service already, more than I can ever repay you for, but I must ask for your help in saving this last young victim from their clutches. When we're done, we will set sail, I promise you.
If that is your intention, then you shall have our help, Parliamentarian. How could we refuse? We need no other incentive to engage in a mission of mercy. You, maybe. The rest of us have bills to pay and food to buy. There's much left on the mainland by the time we get back to it. We have got to stop you from doing the negotiating, Grace. Oh, don't be so disagreeable, Mauritius. Of course we'll do it, Mr. Batiste. The sooner we stop the Keepers, the sooner we can get off this island. Just tell us what your plans are.
Excellent. I'm glad to have you on board. Allow me to introduce you to my learned mentor and loyal assistant since childhood, Mr. Julius Folks. He can bring you up to date on this situation.
Indeed I can. We stand on the edge of the tameless Traverse. A vast and tangled wilderness lies above the mists of the Istis, just north of Berefdane. Generations of explorers have lost themselves in the jungle here. The Keeper's latest target is trying to do the same as we speak. Forewarned, she fled from the mainland and sought refuge here within the Enclave. We've been following hot on their trail when we assaulted the Keeper's compound and found you 3. The Enclave? A rather mysterious group of exiles and hermits who chose long ago to abandon life on the mainland and make their home here, in the Traverse. They live almost exclusively off the land and have very little contact with the citizens of Huntingdon.
Which makes it all the more surprising that they should choose to take in the young lady. Very surprising indeed. I wonder just how much they know.
Legend has it that their forefathers made a pact with the forces of nature here to live in harmony and protect one another. Superstitious nonsense, of course, but not entirely baseless. The Traverse does not welcome hunters or prospectors. You have to fight just to keep this one outpost from being overgrown and overrun. Half a furlong from the walls, you'll find yourself in untamed jungle where no man is safe. Many who have dared to travel deeper into the Traverse have returned weeks later, dehydrated and near mad, considering themselves lucky to have ever found their way out and vowing never to return. The army came here once and tried to claim a section of the jungle, with typical Lorefti's pomposity. Their grand expedition lasted all of a month, before being driven back by torrential rain, fearsome wildlife, and rampant disease. Even the least superstitious huntsman treats the jungle as a living, breathing force. The southern Traverse is a maze where compasses and maps serve little use. The keepers are well aware of this. They have spent some time making their preparations to breach the Enclave's sanctum. After interrogating one of the keepers we captured, we believe they found a way in. And you think they're still capable of this? Even now? We can't take any chances. There are a few souls here who claim to trade with members of the Enclave. Some are madmen, others are fools, but some, we believe, having spoken with them, are telling the truth. The one reference which comes up repeatedly is that an old witch who lives in the far southeast of this corner of the isle is a renegade even amongst these outsiders, a bitter fatalist who claims to be able to divine future events. Ooh, nice little note there. She trades occasionally and may have a grudge against the Enclave, which would lead her to help us, or worse, to help the Keepers. Apparently, the Enclave's attempt to sever themselves from the outside world was not so complete as they might have hoped. Curiosity remains one of their vices. Perhaps that is why they have expelled her.
They are a strange people indeed. Such a total retreat from the many injustices of our troubled world is a cowardice I could not bear.
So we're expecting to find this witch? Why are kinsmen getting involved in this matter? Have they valued their isolation so highly? And why are the Keepers trying to kill these people anyway? Good questions. We wish we knew the answers ourselves. They are rogue agents in an insidious conspiracy by the forces that govern us. We should not seek to understand their treachery. All that matters is that they must be stopped. Our strike upon them came just in time. Though we've slain most of their number, a few escaped to the jungles, where they remain dangerous. Time is short, and we must act quickly to save this young woman from their clutches. We've seen firsthand just what the Keepers are capable of, and we've seen them do with the complete ignorance of the authorities. You have our help. Good. From the few who've found it, we hear that the entrance to the Enclave lays across the maw, a deep, impassable ravine in the southern jungle. Find the old witch, speak to her, and find out how to cross it. We shall set out on a different path with the same goal. Hopefully at least one of us will make it through the jungle before the Keepers do. Remember that the Traverse does not welcome interlopers. We'll have a hard fight on our hands.
Thank you, all of you. We will need your help to end this betrayal of the people. There is so much at stake here today, but fate is behind us. We shall meet again when we are successful, I am sure of it. Good luck.
Here we go. Leave.
And I think it's probably about time to wrap this episode.
I think so too, especially when you hear this yawn. I think we've streamed enough. So, save number 2, and that is it for episode 20. Thank you everyone for watching. See you on the next time. In the meantime, like, follow, subscribe, comment, and check me out on Odyssey and Rumble. And do check out NYS's LP of Star Dynasties on Something Awful. I'll see you guys later. Bye now.